Hello and welcome to Game 1. We're playing against Evan Cross, piloting a Sir Farron the Hedge Hammer deck. I'm not entirely sure what the commander does. I think he's mono green, but I will find out in a little bit. We have 4 lands, Paradise Druid. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Keep the 7. Say hello to our opponent. What is this? It's a mono green command? Alright, so this is going to be a deck where our opponent is most likely going to a Voltron style. So he's going to want to basically pump up the commander with probably enchantments and artifacts so that he can have 2 beefy creatures in play. Alright, we'll play out Castle Vantress next. That a Paradise Druid. Track down. Draw 3, then reveal the top card of your library as a creature or land card. Draw a card. That's probably an auto draw. Alright, so for next turn, we'll have 4 mana. He could have fight effects. I do think I want to be greedy and attack. I'll probably play the Steam Vents out. Do I have to open any double greens? I probably need to take the back. I'll probably the breeding pool out. Alright, so he got a forest. I am no blocks. I am not losing my Paradise Druid to that. Okay, Collision Colossus. Alright, that might be useful later. Alright, so I think I could be greedy and swing it, but I feel like the mutate effect would probably be better later, would be more useful later on. Red and a green with plus 2. I'm gonna go with the Steam Vents. Let me go with Breeding Pool. This way my opponent, no, actually it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use Ender's Tap. I'm not gonna attack. No attacks. This way, because I realized Paradise Druid could be the other color that I need, so I can have her block and then use the Colossus. Okay. Sure, target artifact or enchantment. Okay. Resolve. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna use this now. Block. Block. Use the Colossus. Give her a pump. Alright. Red. Now I can think if I could play out Illuna now and then Cascade with Angress, that would be a possibility. Could play Cavalier of Flames. I think I want to wait till I have an extra Cavalier here. I do not expect my opponent to have any way of dealing with the flyer this early. So I'm liking the idea of getting a discount on the mutate and being able to swing in. He could have a fight effect. Bond of Flourishing. Okay, so he's doing more setup. I guess he's a little shy on lands. Alright. Alright, fire props. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so let's start by mutating. I need to play a green source. Let's play the breeding pool out first. 8 to life. Alright, this way then we'll cast with mutate. My green, I'll keep a red open, yes. Alright, put that under. Okay, there's no artifact or enchantment for me to destroy. I will take Errata. That definitely sounds amazing right now. Especially since we'll be able to use her ability next turn. Next. Let's attack. Attack. No, as this creature. I think what I'm going to do is actually use the Fire Prophecy now. So this way, I'll put the island away. More cards. Okay, Chandra. Okay, cool. I wanted to kill my opponent's commander then because I didn't want want to... I know he could have an enchantment that he wants to pump, but I didn't want to get into that waiting thing, especially maybe if he has Heroic Intervention in the deck. That'd be a waste of a card. Rapid Bite. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. No blocks. Take the 3. I could use the 4 here to wipe out. What does this next one do? 3 won't count on target creature you control. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I do the 5. Doesn't give anything haste. I think I'm gonna play out Chandra. And I'm going to plus her. I'm going to attack. Now I know I can instead maybe Storm's Wrath there, give my opponent wipe the board and not get anything. I'm assuming he's going to put the counters on the 3/3, on the 1/1 to even out his board, but it looks like he's maybe targeting the 3/4. So, okay, all right, that's fine. Questing Beast. Okay, so there goes Chandra, but he'll still have the ticking clock on him. Storm's Wrath will still do some good damage. Alright, we avoided the 6, that's good. Alright, Growth Spiral. Alright. Next. Attacker. Storm's Wrath. So maybe I should have cast that first instead of Chandra. That definitely would have been, he wouldn't be drawing 2 cards now, so that probably is a misplay on my part. But then this Growth Spiral will let me draw into a land. Ram through. Epiphany's play. Reign of Revelation. I'm going to put this to the bottom. My feeling is that I want to see if I can draw... I have 3 red. If I can draw another land, I can play Cavalier and swing out this turn. I'll put them down to 1 life. Don't get there. Okay. Alright. Let's play out Cavalier. Let's discard the Dryad, see if we can draw another land. No dice. Okay. Alright. I think next turn, Thorn Mammoth. Okay. Alright, now we got some problems to worry about. I don't think I have any lands really. Nope. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, this was all my fault. I totally should have played the Storm Wraths first. That's a good game to our opponent. They got this. Oh man, I'm kind of upset at myself. I should have Storm's Wrath there. Yeah, I didn't think that the Thrashing Bronze Dawn would get there. Frustrating. Hello and welcome to game number 2. We are playing against Ashley, piloting a Prime Speaker Vannifar deck. This is like a birthing pod blue-green deck that will try to slowly go up a chain of ever powerful or higher converted mana cost creatures. We are not keeping this hand. Free mulligan. This one we will keep. We have on 3 into Migration Path on 4. We also play Rada on 3 if we want instead. Let's see if there's land on top. I'm going to keep this. It's a little on the slow side, but that's fine. Gemrazer. Alright, so we got a forest. Alright. I think I'll play the Evolving Wild first. Alright, so she played a Migratory Greathorn, played an extra forest, and let's play Humble Naturalist. This really might be blue-green ramp almost. Alright, so let's just crack this now. Even if he attacks with the Arboreal Grazer, it's no damage. Right, let me get an island, so I already have a mountain in hand. Don't have a turn to play. Good. So let's play out a Rural Gilgate to get all my colors. Alright, next turn I'll probably play out the Forest. Scavenging Ooze, okay. Fielded Goose, excuse me. Uro seems like a bad choice right about now, since he would just be eliminated. It does let me put up another land though into play. Yeah, I need to draw some. Okay, I'm thinking that I need to draw some cards. So Uro's gonna be sacrificed. Play that. We'll play that out. Play out Uro. Put the Guild Gate out. I'm gonna come to play tap. Draw a card. Put out the Simic Guild Gate. Oh, Simic Guild Gate. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna probably lose Uro to a Scavenging Ooze. Our opponent is... No, they're actually... Oh, there we go. 5 mana. Dang. Alright, we definitely need to get something on the board soon. Terror of the Peaks is definitely that thing. 5/4. Alright. We're going to play out a Plaza of Harmony. Gain some life, but that's a nice added bonus there. There goes Uro, resolves. Now I could play Migration Path. That'll get me 2 more lands, which would let me then, and I could play out Mountain, play Terror and a 3-drop. But I think it might get too slow for that. So I think I'm gonna go Terror the Peak. See if my opponent has an answer for that. If he doesn't have an answer, I can then play either Illuna as is for a lot of damage. Alright, I think now, let's see, probably going for I would think he's going to attack. Can't really deal anything. I'm going to take the damage because I can't kill it. I'll take 5 damage. Next turn, I think they're going to probably start going up the chain with that. Field of the Dead. That's interesting. If I do 4... this gets to be very... If I play Field of the Dead, that lets me get out 2 tokens. I can't really kill anything, right? I think my best bet here would be to play out a Luna. I could try to mutate. I think getting another drop out instead is better. So let me play out a Luna. I'm not gonna... I think that 6 damage is worth it. 6 damage is... I'm thinking that 6 damage is worth it. Just to be able to kill the Cavalier of Thorns. See what's in his graveyard. Spark Double? Alright. Spark Double on top. Probably another copy of Vannifar if I had to guess. I would say at this point now, let's put the Field of the Dead in. 5. I think the big thing we have to worry about now, again, would be a Endrazer. It's a card I considered putting into this deck, but I felt like I didn't want to have that as being a way to end the game. It didn't seem to me to be as fun. If I ever feel like I want an upgrade from the Quartzwood Crasher, I would think Endrazer would probably be it. Or if I wanted to maybe swap out the green artifact for that. In terms of 7 drops, I think 8 drop for 9 drop, 9 drop for 8 drop. Spark Double comes in as a copy of, I think the obvious one to me, I think would be Prime Speaker Xanathar. Yeah. So it depends on where in the chain they want to go. I think ideally they probably want to work up to a Thorn. So they'll take the 4, get a 5 drop. Biogenic Ooze, okay. Next turn I can play out Rada, kill the Ooze. You have Spark Double? Oh, this is going to get mean. Okay, so first things we're actually going to do, we're going to cast Spark Double. Come in as a copy of Terror of the Peaks. Alright, I get to deal, I believe, 5 damage. So we're going to start by getting rid of Xanathar. Alright, Scavenging Ooze is getting up there. I have to pay attention to that. Let us now play out a Mountain, which will get us a 2/2. Done. I'm going to get rid of the bird. Another 2 damage will go here. Oh, and there we go. Okay. And that is why I copied Terror of the Peaks. Getting double activation on that ability is insane. Hello and welcome to Game 3. We're playing against Alekis, piloting a Rada Hearted Kell deck, which is a red-green deck. I think my first thought would be red-green good stuff for the most part. This hand has no ramp. I have a lot in the deck, so I'm going to take the free mulligan for the looking for ramp. Dryad of the Elysian Grove fixes and lets me play an extra land that turn. And it minus that by 2, so it's still 7. It's hard to say whether I want to go with this one or not. I'm airing toward, I'll keep it, why not? Say hello to our opponents. Elvish Reclaimer, okay. Okay, so this one's already, I can tell right away, they're basically trying to get as many lands to play as fast as they can, so that they can use Arada's pump ability to get her really high, so she can do a lot of damage in a quick amount of time. Home of Legends. Okay, they're really bought into Brawl. I haven't even gotten sprung for this one, actually. I probably don't think it's that good, actually, for what for how often I cast myself. But again, Rada's a 3-cost commander, so that would make sense. And you're easily to cast a 3-drop commander several times, as opposed to my Illuna, which costs 5 or 6 up to, and you're looking at 7 or 8. Second land source we're gonna play is the Command Tower, and we're going. What is this ability? It's 2 sacrifice of land. Okay. Next. Land back. Okay, end the turn. Alright, so we had Fire Prophecy, we drew a Psalms from the locker room. I'm thinking Fire Prophecy and probably put away the Great Henge. Draw a card. Alright, I think he's looking for land drops. I think he's missing his red source. Pass. Alright, let's force him to use it now. Maybe I should have done it on my turn this way, then he wouldn't be able to search for his red source. Yep, that was a mistake on my part. Yep. Oh, wow. Lotus Field. Yeah, we're going to put away the Great Henge. Alright. Alright, Mana's getting there. Mana's doing fine there. Okay, so let us play out a red. We'll play the green source. Oh, frick, I missed that. Oh, dang. He actually pumped him up. Oh. Yeah, I should have killed that on my turn. I did make him. I should not have given him the extra turn. That was my mistake. Dang. Alrighty. Play out the island. Don't have to worry about mana fixing anymore, per se. Guardian Project, always good. Alright. This doesn't add any power. I'm just gonna block it. Fires of Invention. Alrighty, so we know more combat tricks now. 5, but I play play out fires. I get a Solemn out for free. And that means I get my 6th land to be able to mutate next turn. I take the action, I have one of each color. Let's get another blue out. Oh, dang, I hit the green by accident. No attacks. Okay, yeah, I misclicked there. Now what's also nice about with Illuna and Fire's Invention, Illuna's ability puts it into play. It doesn't actually cast it, so it doesn't count against our two spells a turn casting restriction that Fire's Invention imposes on us for all the mana it gives us. Stomping Ground. Okay. Yeah. Cast Mutate. Let's go with the Solemn. Take the over. Take the action, definitely, yes. Play the land and play tap. Let's swing with 2 creatures. See if we can get him with the Colossus. 3, 3, 3, 4. This gives us, oh, she has 2. We'll go with 4, it'll kill, it can deal 6 damage, so I can only kill 1. Yeah, well, that's fine. We'll kill Rada. And then we'll cast Colossus. Now it gives a 6/6 body off of with the Crusher now. I know it's possible. Oh yeah, and that's why, because I wanted to use the combat trick to kill one of his creatures. That's why I didn't cast Thryx early to get a discount on the Illuna casting. So we have 6 land names, so hopefully we draw something that's not a mountain, island, or forest. And we'll be able to... Plaza of Harmony is a good one. So now we get a 2/2 body. Yeah, this is going to be bad for our opponent, because even if he blocks our commander, we can play out Thryx. Body? We got the body, okay. So we still hit for, we're still going to get a 12/12 creature now, if my math is right, how this ability works. And we're just going to play out, do I need to play out Thryx at this point? Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on him. I feel like I don't want to necessarily, I doubt it, I don't really expect a board wipe per se, but I think we have enough power in play that we should be able to overwhelm our opponent with whatever they put out in play. They have 7 mana, possibly 8 if they play a land. I can't imagine anything they're going to play for 8 that is going to deal with that board state. Yep. Alright, there we go. Alright, another win. Hello and welcome to game number 4. We're playing against Zombie King, piloting a Bazriket deck. Bazriket is a new mono-white planeswalker from Amonkhet that appeared in the new core set 2021. His whole shtick is about +1/+1 counters and 1/1 creature tokens. What do we have here? I'm going to keep this. Even though we only have 2 lands, Paradise Druid on 2, get this into Uro or Iliad on 3, so that we can basically, I have my mana fixing with this, and this can maybe draw me cards. I'm going to keep this. If this had like if it was Field of Ruin with any other non-green land, there's one right there. Perfect, we'll play that first. I probably would have mulliganed the hand. Alright, 2 planes from our opponent. And a Fencing Ace. Okay, double strike. This one originally appeared, I believe, in Innistrad the first time around. That's cool. Ooh, we drew a Fire's Invention. Now we know what we want to ramp towards. Alright, Paradise Druid. So we're probably going to play Fires of Invention, followed by an Uro, I would think. Basri Ket. Now, the double strike with a Fencing Agent makes it as a wonderful target for his +1 ability to put a +1/+1 counter, because now we're getting hit for 4 damage. And this will only get worse as time goes on. Alrighty, so we're trying to ramp to something really powerful as fast as we can. Fires of Invention. We're going to play Uro here because we can draw. We want to be able to draw more at the moment, so that even if we don't draw a land, we still drew another card that can maybe bring us to a land for next turn. Alrighty. Storm's Wrath might be the card we're going to cast next turn, just so this way we can wipe away the board, and before this Fencing Ace gets out of hand. I doubt our opponent's going to use the minus ability. Now to increase your attacks this turn, create them equal 1/1 that are tapped and attacking. He's probably not going to use that. He probably would want to deal 6 damage with the Fencing Ace. Unfortunately, that means that. Let's see, we got here 2/1. So he has a blocker, so I can't swing first with Prismatic Paradise Druid to at least maybe kill Basri with Storm's Wrath. I'm let's see. What is Vivien coming at? Vivien comes in at 3. Alright, so she doesn't work as well. I can't really play. Trying to think of something. What would be? Oh, actually, I could play. Alright, I'm trying to think what 5-drop I could play in addition to a 4-drop. Okay. What did he put? Enchant Light of Promise. Gains left put me room counters on there. Okay. Alright. So we definitely want a Storm's Wrath. I think we're going to start with Reigns of Revelation. We're going to discard Greater Migratory, maybe? No, we're not going to discard. We will discard the Great Henge. We will then play a Stomping Grounds in tapped. And we'll cast Storm's Wrath. The reason why I discarded the Great Henge is I typically aren't able to cast it most games, or at least this doesn't seem like a good situation to be casting it. I feel like next turn being able to play out Breeding Pool, casting a Luna for free, and then mutating with Migratory Greathorn would be a better play. Alright, so you played a Gideon Blackblade, another Planeswalker. I realize I'm saying it now. Maybe it was just maybe I should have gotten rid of the Dryad instead. But I just felt like Dryad I could always cast if I need to. Okay, so we're gonna play out the island from our 5th land. We're gonna cast a Luna for free. I'm gonna tap my lands this way just to ensure that when I mutate, I leave some right open on the off chance that I hit into the red Cavalier of Flame, and I'm able to give everything haste. Oh, there's search for a land too, yay! Let's go, what do I have in the battlefield? I forgot about that part of the mutate. We have a red, let's go for a mountain, since we don't, it's a different name. On the off chance we get there. There goes Field of the Dead. Okay, cool, we'll take this, yes. We do need to worry about maybe a Shadow of the Sky from our opponent. Gideon's a 5 because he gave a +1/+1 counter, made it indestructible. Alright. Oh, that's not good. He gives his auras a discount. I have no doubt my opponent has a lot of auras in his deck. Which could also be, auras could also be stuff like Fake Fetters. That's an aura. I think there's any other type of passivism effects. Those are considered auras. So even though they go on my creatures, they will get the discount on that, which is a clever part on my opponent's deck building. All right. Favored of Iroa's Constellation of Enchantments means double strike. I like how my opponent built this deck with the enchantments and playing creatures that give double strike. Works really well with Basri Ket. It's essentially giving them 2 +1/+1 counters. Alright, so I can't kill Gideon. getting it to 6. No blocks. Is indestructible. We'll take the hit. We have Cultivate. Alrighty. Any good 4-drops? Okay. Breeding Pool and tap. Enters tap. We're gonna play out Vivien. Cast the alternative cost. See what we have on top of our library. We have Terror of the Peaks. Alright, how does Quartzwood Crasher work? Combat damage to a player. Okay. So I only get 1 token. Okay, so what we're Okay, so we are gonna -2 Vivien to get a lot of crazy value. We're now gonna cast Terror of the Peaks. Cast the alternative cost. Oh, the Starrix would have been sweet. Alright, we're going for Thassa. I'm debating. I want Spark Double because I can't copy. I will be able to copy the Quartz guy. I think I'm gonna go for Thassa though. So that this way then, next go to combat. Have the commander hit there. Have this go at Gideon. Those are my 2 attacks. So now when Illuna deals combat damage to a player, it's going to create a token, which will trigger Terror of the Peaks. And then with Thassa, I get to undo Illuna here and get 2 more activations of Terror of the Peaks. Alright. I have a 6/6. Let's go at our opponent, actually. Alright, what's great too is I have all my mana up, but I can block. I can use. Oops, no, I don't want to use her ability. Cancel. I'll use that on my opponent's turn. Now. Alright, done. Which trigger is this? Well, okay, thankfully they conceded. I want the 6 to go to my opponent and the 3 to go to Gideon. Hello and welcome to game number 5. We are playing against Ragged Claws, piloting a Liliana Dreadhorde General deck. It's mono black. I'm expecting a lot of value, a lot of things that wants to die. So she can draw cards using, they can draw cards using her static ability. This hand has a lot of 2-drop plays. Opponent's going first. I feel like gambling a little bit here. I can definitely draw a bit. Except if they have any hand disruption. You know something? Screw it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna roll the dice. I like rolling the dice. Say hello to our opponents. Alright, we got the 3rd land. We kind of got there. Alright, cool. So we'll play Breeding Pool and tap. We'll pay the 2 life for Steam Vents next turn, short of us drawing a forest or an island for the Growth Spiral. So again, playing the Steam Vents might be better on the off chance, again, they play discard effects, and I guess it lets me play either Godzilla or Growth Spiral to take either one of those. Okay. Waiting on our opponent right now. I feel like, the Black Yara creature. I forget, it's a 2-drop, makes you exile a card from your hand. I really, that's a card I do not want to go against. Thassa might be the victim to that. Oh, Free Tail Booter. Okay, so there goes Growth Spiral, I feel like. There goes the Growth Spiral. Okay. Auspicious Starrix. Okay, so we'll play out the mountain since he's seen that, and we will pass the turn. Alright. Kitesail Freebooter, it's a reprint from Ixalan. Definitely good for definitely is a good card, and again, it's one of those cards that does 2 things. It attacks your opponent's hand, and it's a creature. So it's definitely something you would want to play in a Brawl deck since you have to give you multiple effects, or make it seem like your deck is bigger than what it is. Pass the blockers, pass the damage. 3 black mana. Okay, so this is gonna be like it's a discard deck. Okay. I'm gonna cycle Godzilla first to see what we draw. Thassa is looking like the target I'm gonna be willing to discard here. Okay, Feel the Ruin doesn't do me any good. Copying. I'm gonna play out the island. You know, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna pay the 2 blue. He knows why. He knows I can use Repudiate. I don't like necessarily giving away that fact that by playing an island, he now knows 1 less card in my hand, or he knows that okay, that he didn't draw anything that was a spell. At this point, all he knows about is the Greathorn and the Repudiate. So this way, then he has 3 cards that he has no idea what I have. See, Liliana Waker of the Dead. So now I gotta debate, do I want to use that ability now to save a card in my hand? Is there anything I want to worth copying next turn? Yeah, we'll have to resolve. We'll discard a Field of Ruin. We'll discard a Meteor Golem. Maybe I should have stifled it. Better use Repudiate. Would have kept the land in my hand. But then again, he would just use it now. And I'm still in the situation of do I get rid of the Field of Ruin or I get rid of another creature? Make into a pie. Okay. I think the Repudiate is what we get rid of here. This way, if I draw a land, it's close call. If I get rid of a Repudiate, I don't have anything. If I don't draw a land, I can't cast anything next turn. Potentially. But I'm still going to go with that because I'd rather think the upside of having. If I draw a land, I can definitely get things look really good and overtake the board a bit. Alright, -6, -7. Okay, great. Alright, so maybe discarding the land was a mistake. Waiting on. Well, we're not getting to the Dream Eater, so. They're discarding lands too. They're just playing. Alright, so they're just playing straight up control here. You're gonna try to use my creatures to kill me, essentially. Alright. Let's play the Angoras, so Armored Killer, the Gemrazer. How many creatures in my graveyard? I have 3. And yeah, this is probably gonna be game. He pops the ultimate between Thassa and the Nightmare Eater, the Dream Eater. Yep. Alrighty. When does this go off? Beginning of combat in your turn. You gain haste. Oh boy. Alright, so maybe I should have kept the Stifle effect in my hand, Repudiate, so this way they would pop off on that, but they probably would just wait till I discarded it for anything else. This will be hard to come back. Oh, that's why they got rid of the Meteor Golem. Okay, this will be hard to come back from. Yeah, I'm just going to concede this. That was a little tricky to figure that one out. Maybe I should have mulliganed? I don't know. Hello, welcome to game number 6. We're playing against Stir Fry 510. piloting a Thassa Deep Dwelling deck. It's mono blue. My first thought is I'm dealing with a lot of counter spells. Thassa's ability re-triggers on a lot of ETB effects, so I also expect a lot of those if you're going to play towards Thassa, which we have in our own hand. We don't have any ramp in this hand. I'm going to mulligan this with a free mulligan. That's more like it. Alrighty, I'm going to keep the 7 here. Lead off with Field of the Dead. Stomping Ground intapped. Evolving Wild. Okay. Field of the Dead first. I think we might play the Evolving Wilds next. Never mind, we're going to start with the Gruul Guildgate. The Evolving Wilds, I may also decide holding on, because once we get to 7, this could count as 2 different lands. So I get 2 triggers off the Field of the Dead. Farfinder, good call. It's a good card if you're in a color that's not green, you need to find a land. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna play out. I'm gonna paint 2 life for this. This way, since we're playing on towards the Field of the Dead out, I want to play all my non-basics first. I'm gonna be searching for so many basics. I think actually Dryad works better here, as this will let me play 2 lands a turn. We have a lot of lands in hand. Play the red out. Maybe I should have done the. I think I probably should play the Evolving Wilds. Gotten the island there. Next turn, I'll have 6 mana. Probably go lead off with Beanstalk Giant. I do 3. 1. I could have, yeah, I could. Oh, yeah, if I left with the Evolving Wilds, they're right. I would have had the land to play better. Dang it. Yep. Okay. Alright. I could play the 5th land and done Quartzwood Crasher instead. 1 blue. I think with possibilities, I'm trying to think. Censor wouldn't be work. For 1 blue mana, no, I think the other card I'm thinking of, it costs 1 in a blue. So I think we're gonna, let's go aggressive real quick. We can always fall back on the plan of ramping out. Quartzwood Crasher. Play out the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I really wish I had used the Evolving Wilds earlier. Let's get aggressive. I don't think he's gonna block. So if I had to guess, he's up to 4, 6. I can definitely be worried about Ugin, ramping towards an Ugin. Midnight Clock, yep. I think he's ramping towards an Ugin. 2 colorless creatures out. You know, he'll lose the Midnight Clock, but he's using it for ramp anyways. Frogify. That's nice. I can tap this for mana now. Huh. Actually, in that case, then, resolve. We're not going to use that. There goes our. Now we can start using our pass. Now we have a 1/1 creature, 1/1 frog. My turn. Okay. Resolves. Spark double. You know something? Copying this would not work because all abilities are removed. Okay. Short on land. I think we're just gonna spawn. So we do 3 for Beanstalk Giant. I think, what is the best way to do this? I do 3 for Beanstalk Giant. I can go either way. I think I'm gonna go 3 with Beanstalk Giant. Search for an island. That should be our 7th source. So that goes off. I could play Fabricate, Cultivate. I feel like I'd rather go with Cultivate and then cycle away Migration Path if I need to. Let's make sure we have double blue, the mutate effect. Go with green. Blue into play. Feel the dead. End the turn. So, if my opponent Ugins, I'm not entirely sure what I'm prepared to do about that, actually. Thassa Deep Dwelling. I can see him using Farfinder now to get more lands to hand. Fairy Formation. Oh, I like that card, actually. That's a lot. I think it's a good card. That makes sense. Resolve. I think I'm going to cycle the Migration Path here. Alright, we get a land, resolves. He's tapped out. Got 4. Alright, we're going to mutate. Definitely use this for colorless first. Mutate. Do that to a token. Put that on the over. I realize now. Oh no, that doesn't work the way I thought it did. Sure. Oh, I have the mana. Good. Okay. All right. So let's go after our opponent now, real quick. Swing for 6 in the air. 2 zombies. I could spark double Illuna. I would put lethal in the air. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. This way, then next turn, I could use Dream Eater to bounce the flying blocker and go in for lethal. And let's play out the land. End the turn. So I'm expecting him again. I'm afraid of him getting towards an Ugin. This would be a great board to wipe away. Alrighty, they get an 8/8 blocker. I think it's too little too late for this, though. You got a Thassa, you used up all your mana, you probably were better off. I'm sorry, I think the opponent was better off keeping back the mana and tapping down possible attackers. Granted, he doesn't know I have a Dream Eater in my hand. Resolve. Resolve. Search for your island. Clock goes off, totally fine. Forest. Oh, I could be cheeky. I'm gonna be cheeky. Next. So my creatures have trample. If they choose blockers and the blockers then remove before trample damage, it goes through with the full amount of damage. So that's me being the cheeky guy right now. Dream Eater. Sure. Take the Solemn. This probably is mean in the fact that I'm using up his time. I will say that. Wonder if my opponent understands how the rules work. Take the action, return it to your hand. I draw the Solemn Simulacrum. Game over. And that is the video for today. If you liked today's video, please click the thumbs up icon down below. If you want to get notified of when I release a new video, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Please leave a comment on how I could have played better, future deck ideas, or any ways you might feel like I can improve my deck. I'm just starting with the channel, so any suggestions on how to improve my videos is greatly appreciated. As always, thanks for visiting the Batcave, and have a great day.